Hi guys, welcome to another online class. Today we're going to be making this beautiful card. This is actually for my swaps for on stage, and if you don't know what on stage is, that's perfectly fine. On stage is an event that is held twice a year for Stampin' Up demonstrators, where we get to go and see the next range of products that's about to come out, and we get to play with them, learn some techniques and some business ideas, and we usually always do swaps. So I'll do 50 of this card, and I'll get 50 cards back, which is wonderful, and that gives me so many ideas that are outside of what I normally do. So I thought today, because I have an abundance of Calypso Coral cardstock, and I need to do so many of these, I'm going to try and do a few in Calypso Coral as well. And that way I can not use all of the one cardstock, and we'll see how it looks. Alright, this is the stamp set we use. It's Beautiful Bouquet. This also comes with matching dies, and these images here are at 60%. So they're almost twice as big as this, and you can see there's heaps of different sentiments, and then there's all these pieces, and you can build up your own bouquet. The dies cut out most of these, or you can use the dies on their own. So it's a fantastic set, and you'll probably see me use it a lot. As always, the sizes will be in the directions below. I think my colour of my camera is playing up here because this looks way orange. But this is Calypso Coral base. We have 2 inserts, one for the inside, one for the outside, as always. Some burlap ribbon there, which is 13 centimeters long. That's just to wrap around the center. And I've already pre-cut our die cut stitch shape oval. This is the largest oval in the stitch shapes, and I've pre-done that because there's no way my die cutting machine will fit underneath the camera to show you. Let's get started, shall we? So I'm going to start with the stamping. I'm going to let's start with Calypso Coral. I almost forgot. One way to do this. This is the oval that I've used to cut out my die cut. As you can see on this side, the stitching is right on the edge, and then it cuts out a little bit further. So if I just place this roughly where I'm going to put that in my finished project, I can just go like this underneath, put a few marks. I know they're going to be covered up because I'm popping the die cut over it, and now I know exactly where I'm going to place that. So it makes it much easier for me to do my stamping. I'm going to stamp the first one, and I'm going to stamp another one straight over the top, so we get that offset lighter version. And I'm going to do the same thing up the top, one in close and the other one just out a bit. Don't need to be too precise on it. I'm going to set that aside for the moment. My leaves and branches I'm doing in Tranquil Tide. Now I want it to be about there, so that's going to be a bit long. So what I'm going to do is just wipe off the extra ink that I'm not going to need. And then I can pop that there. I'm going to swing it around and do another one below. Same thing at the top, and of course this time you can see I just didn't ink all the way over the pad. Just move to the side a bit. I think I'll just do here. Bring that back a bit further, and then I can do one there. Now you probably notice here, this stick's looking a bit bare compared to our other one. The leaves in this one actually come separate, so you can just pop them on any way you like. Want it to angle a bit further the other way, that's off the screen so it doesn't matter. If you wanted multiple leaves on each branch, you could also do that. And there's that bit done. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. I've got a branch here that's not quite as big or as leafy, so we're going to use that one instead. I'm doing the same thing here. I'm not using the whole stick, I only want part of it. And then I'm going to throw it away on the floor. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is to pop in these little yellow flowers here. They kind of remind me a little bit of wattle. I don't know about you, but that's what I kind of think when I look at them. And I'm using So Saffron for this one. Oh. Helps if you stick it to the block properly. And of course we'll do the same thing. One on and one in light. Actually it's a bit light. We might just not stamp off for the yellow. Now, on my other card here, I've just lost the name, Sweet Sugar Plum, as the lighter shade of my Rich Razzleberry there, and I've used the Blushing Bride for the other one. Now with this one, the Blushing Bride really is the lighter version of the Calypso Coral, so I probably don't want to do all the flowers the same. And what I might do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a stamped off Calypso Coral there, and then stamp it again for our lighter version. Stamp off once, stamped, and stamped again. Just so we're still keeping it tonal there. So if I try and stamp off that Blushing Bride, it is going to be way, way too light. And we won't even see it. Which I've forgotten the branches. Here we are. So we've got another real twiggy kind of branch set up here. And I'm just going to use this to fill in this extra space we have down here. So again, I'm just going to wipe a bit off because I don't want to do all of it. And I want to bring it back nice and close. Oh, not quite. Great thing with photopolymer, we can light it back up. I'll do the same at the top there. And bring it in close. Just a little bit to fill in. Of course I could mask and do it properly, but when I'm going to be doing 50 of them, I'm probably not wanting to do 50 masks. So I'm just doing it quickly just to get the idea. And then I'm going to just fill that with some Blushing Bride flowers. There we are. It's pretty easy. Now I'm going to flip this over. So I've got this burlap ribbon to attach. And I find keeping ribbon on is a little awkward. So what I like to do is to just run a piece of two-way tape. This one's tearing. This one is Stampin' Up's tearing tape. Nope, this one's Stampin' Up's tearing tape, and it works a lot better. Let's try again. Yeah, that was a lot more successful. We'll do the same on the other side. If you don't have nails, you might find that our poking tool, a paper piercing tool I should say, is really handy for just poking into that top layer and then pulling it off. Then all I'm going to do is flip it back around to the front, lay it where I want, and then fold around. And then because that tape's already on the back, it's going to stick straight onto it, and I don't have any dramas. If I want to adjust a little, I can just pull it up, move it down, stick it back down. So this layer is all done, so we're going to just attach that to the card front so we can pop it out of our way. I do like to hold down for a few seconds when we've got a ribbon on there, just because it does like to pop up right where that ribbon's sitting. If you hold for a few seconds, the glue dries and it's all good. And while we're here, let's just glue the other piece in. We're done with our glue, aren't we? We'll pop this one on the inside. All done. Right. Let's come back to our center greeting. Now, the greeting I'm using today is Life is a Beautiful Thing. And that comes from the Colourful Seasons stamp set. And this is another one of my favourites. This one is really good for making up those shadow boxes for seasons around the year. You've got beautiful little summery things here. Some beautiful flowers, your fall leaves. And these are at 75% again, so they're much bigger in real life. And they're just stunning. And that also comes with a set of dies as well, which is gorgeous. Right, so this greeting today is heat embossed on, so we're just going to use our Versamark. Oop, before I do that, I nearly forgot. Grab the embossing buddy, just give it a quick wipe over. That way if there's any oil from my fingers or any static caused from any other reasons, our embossing powder isn't going to stick to it. It's just going to stick right where I put my greeting. Now I've just got a little tray here so that I can pour it all over. Nice coat, and then I can just tip it off. Give it a little flick. And we've got a nice even coverage. Right, now I'm going to use the heat tool here, and I won't talk while I'm using it because it is probably going to be very loud, and hopefully when I get to editing I can get rid of this noise for you. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too painful. You can see all beautifully heat embossed now. I absolutely love heat embossing. It's a great way to fix up a card. I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals, and I'm going to put them right at the top and right at the bottom so that they don't run across that strip of burlap ribbon we've put there, because otherwise it will throw out where they sit. And of course we've got our marks, we know exactly where it's going. Popping it on right there, and there it is, all done. Okay, thank you for joining me again, and I'll talk to you again soon. Alright, bye!